So typically when we have a permit, the permit's either going to place on the door or the window of the home, right? And it has to be visible for the inspector when they come out to inspect the roof to see that there's a permit, and then they sign off on it. Well, sometimes the customers will take it down because they don't like it on their door or on their window. So what happens is when we call in the inspection, it fails us and we get charged 60 bucks. And so now we have Bolio, our supervisor, taping it back up to the window. What's up guys, John Franco here. I'm the owner and CEO of Green Tech Roofing. Today I'm going to show you the 5 core values, what brings success to Green Tech. And if you utilize these same 5 core values, you will too have the same success, and I can guarantee it. Now let's get into our day, guys. Yeah, so on iHeart, on the commercial, if you listen to the radio, you'll hear our ads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
They're on our sports station.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of, get a lot of communication from them. Like, got a lot of leads from it.
Through radio.
Through radio, yeah. People hear us. I'm John Franco, owner of Green Tech Roofing and Solar. As storm season quickly approaches, don't gamble with the safety of your home. And our commitment to quality has earned us over 400 5-star reviews. Let me say that again. Green Tech Roofing and Solar. This is smart roofing. What we're doing now is our scripts are based on, like you hear a lot of don't gamble. So if you need help, call this number, right? If you're gambling. So what we're doing is we don't want people to gamble with their roof. We don't want to gamble with their safety. So we thought it'd be a good idea to run ads because you hear a lot about gambling problems. Well, don't gamble the problem with your roof. Let us help you. You wouldn't gamble on its safety. So why gamble with the safety of your roof? I'm John Franco, owner of Green Tech Roofing and Solar. If you or someone you know is gambling with the safety of their home, let us help. That's nice. I like it.
It's clean.
We just got a sick script going for iHeartRadio. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We just got word that rain's coming out, so we're going to go check out these job sites, make sure our guys are working because it's getting a little nasty outside.
So John, what is your #1 core value in Green Tech Roofing?
Selflessness. Selflessness is something that you look out for the team, right? You look out for the customer. You're doing things that people don't expect of you, but you're going to be there for them, and we go above and beyond. We have different departments. We have our production team, we have our sales team, we have our admins. Where I see it is when the production team and the sales team work together, or if the sales department has an issue on a job site that maybe the production member needs help with, they get involved with them and they work together. They provide the assistance they need. They look out as for each other, giving something to the community, giving something back, spending your time. Not talking about money. I'm talking about just pure selfless time, like providing your time and not expecting anything in return. That goosebump feeling when you see the people that you've helped in any situation, like that's priceless. Like money cannot give you that feeling, and that's one of the reasons why I enjoy that selflessness so much, because it's more than just the money part. Rain's not here yet. All right, check it out. How are you?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
So typically when we have a permit, the permit's either going to place on the door or the window of the home, right? And it has to be visible for the inspector when they come out to inspect the roof to see that there's a permit, and then they sign off on it. Well, sometimes the customers will take it down because they don't like it on their door or on their window. So what happens is when we call in the inspection, it fails us and we get charged 60 bucks. And so now we have Bolio, our supervisor, taping it back up to the window. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So that's the equipter. So when you have the trash here, it all goes to the ground. And then you got to pick up the trash and then take it to the dumpster. Well, what this does is it allows us to throw the trash into the equipter and then carry the trash to the dumpster. Well, like I said, the rain came. Yeah, so our crews, that specialize in especially these bigger complex jobs, high pitched roofs, we got to make sure that we dry it in before the rain comes. The drying is what protects the roof from water. It's the water barrier, the most important part of the roof system. Not just the shingles, but the peel and stick, the underlayment. Our supervisors will monitor that to make sure our crew is safe and that also the home is protected. I'm gonna call Brandon, my rep, who closed this deal. He loves getting on these monster roofs in these gated communities. So I'm gonna call him right now to tell him that he should be at his build right now because he's missing out because I'm about to inspect a roof that he lost out on the deal. What's going on, Brandon? Bro, I just in the neighborhood. I got an inspection like that. You're missing out, bro. Bro, why aren't you here?
I just left the office. I've been doing the office stuff.
Bro, these are monster roofs.
I know.
Well, I just busted your balls. Brandon just wanted to call you, tell you that. You're doing a good job.
So, did you get an inspection? Or
No, not yet. It's raining, bro. You can't even get outside yet.
Oh, yeah, you have like speeches like, fuck, I'm sorry, John.
No, just busted your balls. Just kidding. It's raining. But I will go knock it, though, once the rain stops.
Yeah, don't be busting my balls like that again. You should have seen it. Fake mom.
So the rain just stopped, guys. We're going to get up on the roof, check it out, see if there's any issues going on with the roof system or what needs to be done any better, and just make sure that my guys are doing their job and that this customer has a protected roof. So our next core value is grit. You know, you put up or shut up, right? You come, you do the job, you do it right. You know, rain or shine, we must make sure that the job gets done. So put up or shut up. All right, well, everything is dried in. Our guys did beat the rain in time. And one of the more important areas that we've got to look for is the flashing, making sure that it's not corroded, that there's a 4-inch overlap between the different transitions of the flashing. So right now everything looks good. Our guys do inspect the roofs before we start laying down the shingles. The longer that this peel and stick sits on the roof, the more it's going to seal with each other, and it's going to adhere even tighter because this is asphalt, and as soon as that heat beats down on this, it's going to basically weld itself to each other. So everything looks really good and tight. Now back to our core values. You know, the next one that we truly admire is honor, right? Honor, you know, we talk about honor being one of our 5 core values. Different type of peel and stick here.
So True ran out of peel and stick and decided to just lay down whatever we had.
And I get it, you know, we're in a rush from the rain, trying to beat the rain to protect the roof. I get that part, but we can't leave it like this, so we're gonna have to have them replace it. You know, it happens, you know, for the best of us, even our best top guys make mistakes. You know, we just gotta hold each other accountable, that's all. So just like any day of a build, you know, you want to make sure that the roof's going up, make sure the guys are doing what they're supposed to do, the roof's protected, and then that's part of the day. The next step is to get more leads, to get more customers, to bring on more deals so we can continue to roof Florida. We don't look for the low-hanging fruit. You know, we want to climb up that shit and inspect the roof to determine if there's damage. Those are the ones that need it the most. You're going to have different people with the age roof of 15 years or older knowing in the back of their mind that they got to do something about it, and they either got to do it now or later. This is a little brochure, just a little booklet, so we like to leave it at the door. So it works.
You the homeowner here? I'm Brandon. This is John.
I'm John Franco.
Working with some of the people in the neighborhood.
Okay.
I noticed you had an older original roof on the house.
No, I think we had it new done when we bought the house about 10 years ago.
About 10 years ago? Yeah, so you're in that kind of that time frame where see what's going on the roof. We just offer free condition photo reports just to see what's going on.
That's okay.
I gotcha.
It's free, you know, it takes us 10 minutes.
Yeah, it
we
takes
give you
10
at least
minutes.
a picture of from the last storm, because if you have damage from the storm, wouldn't you want to take care of it if you did have damage?
Well, I'm okay with that right now, but thank you.
And it's free. It's 10 minutes of your time, you know.
It's all right. Thank
Be
you.
glad to give you an analysis. At least I can share it with you.
It's okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Right? Anything we can do?
Thank you. Thank you.
That one we could have pushed a little bit harder. We were being too, you know, not that we always want to be nice, we want to be courteous to these people, but, you know, we could have fucking pushed them a little bit harder to get them to say yes. Which leads me to the next topic of our core values, mindfulness. When you're at the door, when you're presenting a presentation, when you're dealing with the crews or your other teammates, you know, just being mindful, right? Thinking of others before yourself, putting yourself in their shoes. And our processes, you know, points the customer in the right direction, right? And just being mindful of their needs. And once you find their needs, then everything else just kind of opens up to them, and it's an easy sell. Rainstar Panel, world's best insulation. Yeah, I was curious, but it must be maybe insulation panels inside the house. Yeah, I'm John. I'm the owner. I'm with Green Tech Roofing. I mean, I'm sure you've had some questions about your roofs. I saw that there's some missing shingles. You have some holes in the roof over here you can see from the road. Are they working with a roofing contractor? When's it better? Wednesday? Okay. But what we're here to do, we offer a free evaluation, you know, basic report, show the picture of the damages. At the end of the day, you're only responsible for your deductible, and the insurance company should cover that rest. But let me tell you, there's been a lot of claims where the insurance company doesn't pay for certain things, and that's why it's good to have a contractor, an insurance restoration contractor, to do their due diligence to make sure that it gets done. All right, yeah, so I'm gonna take some photos. I'll get up there, just take some additional photos, and then I'll get an email from you. And what I could do, are you gonna be here for like at least 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Cameron.
Cameron? Nice to meet you, Cameron. Perfect example, plenty of wind damage here. This is a wrap. A lot of loss of granules. It's not repairable, not a match. See how these are, have some rust on it and these don't? So this is new damage for sure, because the nails haven't been exposed for a very long time. These ones, they have a little bit of rust stains on them, not too much over here, so you can kind of tell a little bit between the damage, but this is permanent wind damage from Hurricane Milton for sure.
Why are all the south-facing ones like toasted looking versus the north-facing?
Yeah, so most of our winds obviously come from the south, right? A lot of the storms come through here, so the sun is beating on it more, the weather elements really. Yeah. So you're always gonna have one side of the roof a lot more degranulated, a lot more softer, older looking than one side because of the weather. So life expectancy of a roof in Florida, it's typically 20 years. You might hear these things, 30-year shingle, 20-year shingle, depending on the location of the roof, the way it's facing the sun. There's a lot of different weather elements that affect it, but yes, a shingle roof in Florida lasts about 3/4 of its life. You have a lot of wind shear coming in off this lake. It's gonna create damage to that roof there. And even in the corner there, you can see where it peeled up over there as well.
Oh, look, they're already ready.
See, what you do is you kind of just get a piece, and you don't have to worry about fasteners. This is a seamless system. You just get a couple bundles, heavy enough, and lay it against the wall, and you're done.
That's it.
Call for me for more tips.
Call for me for more tips.
And back to the inspection process. So we're going to get an overview of all the roof facets, all the prominent areas that are damaged from the storm, some main concerns, and then I'm going to put a report together and email that to the customer so they have basically a digital analysis of their entire roof and house of what I see as damage that was caused by the hurricane. So the next step is I like to present my report to them. What's a good contact email and phone number I can save you in?
At gmail.com.
I'll reach out to them Wednesday and I'll come by. Okay. I appreciate your time. And, that's how you get your lead. You do that 10 times a week, and by the time you finish that within I'd say 30-day period, you probably close 6 of them.
Dude,
easy. It's a numbers game. And what I'm going to do next is follow up with them in the next day or two. And then I'm going to continue to follow up with them and continue. And that's where the grit comes in. So follow up is key. But with our 5th core value right now, becoming an expert in the industry, becoming an expert in yourself, in the sales, in all areas. Because at the end of the day, the more you learn, the more you earn. And the more that you learn, the more you better yourself, not only for the company, but also for the customer. Just as for example, on the roof that we just inspected, I noticed, from my experience and expertise, I noticed there was a lot of do-it-yourself things. I know it was the homeowner that, completed some of the projects around the house. So that tells me that he's trying to save money. He's trying to cut corners in order to, save a dime. But that's just creating more issues down the road for himself, and he doesn't know that yet. So to become the expert, I need to provide that information to him, because all he's doing is creating more problems later down the road, more money, more expenses. So that's what we're there for. We're there to provide the solution, find the problem, and execute.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
The homeowner here? I'm Brandon. I'm with Green Tech. This is John.
Okay.
So we're actually helping some of the neighbors out with free condition reports in the neighborhood on the roof.
I don't think we have any problems, but I haven't inspected.
I got you. So what we do is we just get out there, we take some photos of anything that might be concerning that could save you.
I
damages
don't
from down
think
the road.
we're interested in doing that.
Gotcha. Yeah, it doesn't cost anything, no charge to you.
I'll tell you what too, we also have a drone, because I know you have a steep roof too, and maybe the concern of walking it. We also have a drone. We could fly a drone too, get some photos of the roof for you and see if you have any visible damage from the roof and from the drone.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Sure. Yeah, we'll fly it over. Give us like 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Sound good?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it, sir.
Dang, look at that thing. Brand new, huh?
Yeah, that was his reward for selling. They got him that for Christmas.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, so this is Brandon's drone. All our reps that sold $1 million last year got free drones. We like to set up our guys with success.
Low battery warning.
Oh no.
They must make
What
sure
if you don't charge it, then it ain't gonna...
it ain't gonna work. Oh, look at that. You got a little charger in the back. We got some little blow off shingles. Got them. Yeah, there's two missing in the very tip of the back, and then the dragon's tooth, what I call like the little decorative tabs, were missing as well. And then that indicates that there's wind damage up there. Now what else could be wind damage? Lifted tabs that haven't really blown off yet, but it's hidden damages which could later on create leaks in the house.
That you could potentially get paid for on the roof by your insurance company because of those things.
Yeah, I've had a really, really bad day today.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha. Absolutely.
This is just not the day that I'm like in the mood to talk about all this and stuff.
Yeah, so we'll put it all in a report and we'll send it to you.
Brandon, get his information, and like I said, yeah, take your time, review it, and then, I understand not every day, we all have bad days, I get it, so let us just make it easy for you. We'll put the report together, send it over to you, and that way we could contact you on a better day and go from there. Thank you for allowing us to provide some service to you. We appreciate that. And he'll take care of you. So I'm John, I'm the owner, I'm the licensed contractor. Matthew, yes sir.
Just like a little more.
There's all my information and everything.
Your roof is reaching that age, so definitely it's something to think about. So, I think your roof is reaching that life expectancy, and due to the damage, it could become worse, but it's something to think about. So, and we're willing to help with plenty of options for you.
All right.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Matthew. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Go.
Hope everyone enjoyed the show. We had some video content with our radio ad with iHeartRadio. I appreciate to Gigi out there joining us and allowing us to create the content that she does for us. We were able to inspect a roof and make sure it was dried in before the rain came. That was a little scary, but we got it done. And then we also went out, door knocked, was able to get 3 inspections a day with my team, where it's a success. We got it done. Now we got these estimates and these reports to give to our customers, and we're out here grinding. I hope you enjoyed the show. Until next time, join us, click the like and subscribe, and come see us again, because we're out here doing this thing.